Good day and welcome to the dining room table. U.S. President Biden and Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu speak. No one controls us. Subscribe, like, and share. So, this is the readout that the Biden administration put out after their call. President Joe R. Biden Jr. spoke with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel. The leaders discussed Israel's military campaign in Gaza to include its objectives and phasing. The president emphasized the critical need to protect the civilian population, including those supporting the humanitarian aid operation, and the importance of allowing civilians to move safely away from areas of ongoing fighting. The leaders discussed the importance of securing the release of all remaining hostages. They agreed to remain in regular consultation, both directly and through their respective national security teams. So now, the next day, the prime minister of Israel had a government meeting, and then he put out a statement and include their what they spoke about in their meeting as well. This is a difficult morning after a very difficult day of fighting in Gaza. On behalf of all members of the government and the entire people of Israel, I would like to send condolences to the families of our heroic soldiers who have fallen in the war over our home. Our hearts are with the families. Our hearts go out for the young lives that were cut short in their prime. We send best wishes for a quick recovery to our wounded. The war is exacting a very heavy cost from us. However, we have no choice but to continue to fight. As of today, our forces have eliminated many thousands of terrorists. We are continuing with full force, and until the end, until victory, until we achieve all our goals, the destruction of Hamas, the return of our hostages, and ensuring that Gaza will never again constitute a threat to the state of Israel. Last night, I spoke again with President Biden. I appreciate the steadfast U.S. position, which supports our war efforts in the UN Security Council. Now, you'll see in some of my other videos, a lot of this is mentioned and discussed in those videos. The UN, the United States. Either rejecting resolutions, changing the language, and just showing support for Israel there. I told President Biden that we will fight to the end, absolute victory, however long that takes. The U.S. understands that. So some of the journalists are asking, does President Biden, what does he think? How does he feel about a ceasefire and a pause? Is this going to happen? He's saying that the US understands and that he told Joe Biden he's going to fight until the end, however long it takes. So it doesn't really look like pause or ceasefire is coming anytime soon. I have seen erroneous reports to the effect that the U.S. prevented and is preventing us from operational actions in the regions. This is incorrect. Now, Israel has been supported by the United States tremendously, and with thousands and thousands of civilians killed in Gaza. Many are questioning President Biden on giving the support to Israel, and many are questioning the Prime Minister of Israel. If they're holding back their war efforts because of pressure from the United States. And here's what he says: Our decision. Let me go back. He says, I've seen erroneous reports to the effect that the U.S. prevented and is preventing us from operational actions in the region. This is incorrect. Israel is a sovereign state. Our decision in the war are based on our operational considerations, and I will not expand further. They are not dictated by external pressures. The decision on how to use our forces is an independent decision of the IDF and nobody else. IDF, their military. Now, I have videos up as well where representatives of the Biden administration are answering questions from the press, saying that when they give support, military weapons to countries, they do not tell them how they can use it. They do not give them restrictions. They just give it to them. They may give them advice, but they don't. There's no pressure on how to use it. So here is the prime minister just letting you know it be known the decision on how to use our forces is an independent decision and nothing is from external pressures. The goal is to accomplish the mission, all of our missions, especially the elimination of Hamas and the return of our hostages, while also doing everything to safeguard the lives of our soldiers. Let it be clear. This will be a long war. So, like I said, we've heard many talks about um, peace coming soon and ceasefires. He's saying it right here. It will be a long war. We will fight until the end, until the hostages are returned, Hamas is eliminated, and we restore security in both the north and south of Gaza. So that's the whole thing. So the hostages returned, Hamas is eliminated. These are their goals, they're saying. We all support our heroic soldiers in achieving all of these goals. Together we will fight, and with God's help, together we will win. So that is the conversation, the call between President Biden and the Prime Minister of Israel, just letting everyone know what their goals are, what their plans are. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe, like, and share.